the recession that's in many of our economies, I think it's true to say that and Australia have not been hit as hard by the global recession as some countries, but it's unavoidably the fact that we have been affected. Nonetheless, the signs of recovery are very strong and very encouraging. As we emerge from this recession, it's important also that governments and businesses have learned important lessons from the crisis. One such lesson is the realization of the importance of trade. The importance of trade prosperity. There have been some instances of reversion to protectionism, but on the whole these have been strongly resisted by governments and by leading international organisations including ASEAN, APEC and the G20, some of which between us, in fact, between the Philippines and Australia, we are members of all of those organisations. As the global economy continues its recovery and as barriers to trade across the region fall, new trade opportunities will emerge. Philippine businesses are very well placed to take advantage of these opportunities, and the global halal market, which worldwide offers enormous potential, it is one of these such opportunities. Philippine businesses are very well placed to take advantage of these, and the global halal market, as I said, is one with particular potential for the Philippines. Clearly, though, before businesses in the halal sector can take advantage of opportunities presented by trade globally and in the region, the halal systems underpinning production need to be of such a standard that customers can be confident in the quality of the products. Clearly, this is where the Philippine halal industry is moving to position itself, as demonstrated by the subject matter of this forum. Now, it may come as a surprise to some of you to learn that Australia, in fact, is a significant exporter of halal products, particularly of meat and meat products. In fact, we are one of the largest exporters of halal meat in the world. We export to over 70 countries, and each year we export somewhere in the vicinity of 700,000 tonnes of halal meat to major Muslim markets in the Middle East, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Egypt. And in our own region, we export to Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore and Brunei. Now, these and other Muslim markets are enormously important for the Australian meat industry and so for the Australian economy, and quite rightly the Muslim populations in these export markets for us demand a very high level of confidence in the quality of production of halal meat in Australia. And the demands of these very exacting customers have ensured that over time we have become something of a leader in developing the systems for ensuring high quality of halal production. Let me take a few minutes to set out for you some of the key characteristics and elements of our halal system. It involves a number of elements that ensure overall the integrity of the product that we produce, including joint certification by what we call approved Islamic organisations and the government regulatory agency known as the Australian Quarantine and Inspection Service, or AQUIS. Australia's very strong legal framework ensures that the respective joint responsibilities of the approved Islamic organisations and AQUIS as the regulator both contribute to ensuring the overall integrity of these systems. The legislation provides very strong legal redress, including through suspension or removal of accreditation or prosecution for breaches of these requirements. The legislation requires that Islamic organisations that wish to provide halal certification have what is called an approved arrangement with AQUIS. And the purpose of an approved arrangement is to clearly describe the processes and practices which, when correctly applied by Islamic organisations, will underpin the AQUIS co-certification of halal meat and meat products for export. Islamic organisations then play a key role in the halal system and are responsible for ensuring religious requirements are met. This means they themselves are subject to a number of requirements, including that they must be recognised by a local mosque, as well as authorised by the regulatory authority. They can then be audited and approved and recognised. These approved Islamic organisations must then in turn audit the supervised slaughter and meat processing establishments regularly, and they participate in importing country reviews. So really we're unique in having a halal system in place where halal certification is provided jointly by government and by approved Islamic certifiers. It's a system which ensures, as I said, the integrity of all halal meat and offal exported from Australia, and this in turn provides the critical assurance to Muslim consumers of the quality and the integrity of Australian halal certified product. The Australian government often receives requests from countries to learn more about these halal systems, and just a few weeks ago we were very pleased to host a high-level Philippine government and industry delegation which made what was called a halal benchmarking visit to Australia. The delegation viewed a number of aspects of Australia's halal system firsthand, including visits to export registered meat processing establishments and to an accredited Islamic organisation. Feedback from this visit was very positive, with the delegates, we understand, impressed by the robustness of these halal systems and informed by the information that was provided by AQUIS, by the regulatory body, and by Islamic organisations, as well as by the businesses that make up the Australian halal sector. I understand that one of the objectives of this forum is to increase the level of awareness of the contemporary global halal industry. I hope this very brief sketch of the Australian halal certification system helps to contribute to this objective. We hope that this forum contributes to a very good dialogue on the range of challenges and opportunities that now face the Philippine halal industry. We're very confident of the opportunities that exist for both Philippine and Australian exporters in the burgeoning global demand for halal products.